Are we on? Here, let me say it. Box is gay. Say it. Let me see. Do it with your mouth. Ready? You have to do it like 5 times though. So it's like a total of like 20 minutes. You don't believe me? But I bet you I can beat you in a race right now. Just do it till you kind of like, I can't anymore. And then after that, just like stop breathing. Up all the way until you can't. You know what? I'm gonna even take a shroomy because that shit helps when you're on shroomies too. Shroomy Madooney. So as Box does that right now, we're gonna have a little intro. Ahora todos sí mueven su cuerpo. Sí. Ahora todos mueven su cuerpo ya. Don't try, regreso. All right. No. Órale. How do you feel? A little better? Come on. Come on.
I feel better.
What's up, dude? How you been?
Feels great.
Feels good?
What if I just talk like short sentence?
I'd
Isn't
love
it-
it because
isn't
it's my
it-
podcast and I just
you
want to
know
talk.
Yes. But isn't it crazy that everybody talks differently? Like I have this style, you have your own style, and then there's some people that like you try to like you just say how you feel. Feel good. And then like you ask another question like, dude, so what was it like when you fucking were running and then you had to save that dog from that car? It was pretty crazy, but I did it. It's like, a lot of people don't do like. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's people that are like that.
Oh yeah. Everyone has a. I used to be like that. I used to be very short. Like this is why I'm doing the podcast so that I fucking teach myself to speak better with people because I'm not good at it. I'm like that. I'm like, oh yeah, like cut me off short. Like I used to be the person that if you love to talk, I'm the best. What did you say?
You love to talk?
Did I say it like that?
To talk?
For people who like to talk?
To talk.
To talk.
To talk.
To talk.
Words are weird.
I know. When you say them a lot of times, huh? To talk. To talk.
Tupac?
To talk. But yeah, if you love to talk, I would be your man because I'd let you talk, fool. And then when you would ask me something, I would be quick, and then you can go on and keep fucking. And I would love to just listen because I just wanted to be a part of something, I guess. You know what I mean? And it's like.
But the reason why you
To talk?
don't like to talk?
Yeah.
TikTok. That's what it sounds like.
To talk.
TikTok.
Well, it is kind of like TikTok, to
To
talk,
To talk.
to talk,
We should
TikTok.
make an app ourselves and call
The
it
L is
TikTok.
silent. Did you know that?
To talk.
Did you know that?
Talk.
Talk.
Talk. It's in there. You talk. But then again, like TOC, I mean TOK or whatever.
Oh, who makes
Talk.
that? Who makes that up?
Talk.
Like,
Talk.
cause like talk, and then
Talk.
to be like, the L is silent, right? So instead of spelling it TAK,
Well, then that we tack.
I know. So that's what I'm saying. So whoever was like, oh, talk, but what do we put in there so that it's not tack? I don't know. Just put like a fucking L or
Well, I
something.
mean, they could have just done it simple than TOC. Talk.
Talk.
Right?
I guess.
TOK.
Yeah, that is true, huh?
I don't know.
Hold on, let me get this from work. Hello? What's up, dude? Chilling. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright, cool. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Alright, late. Haha. This fool was telling me that, That's funny. He's gonna shoot a text right now. I guess they're gonna like start like having some people not come in no more.
Really?
Yeah. So he's like, I'm gonna shoot you a text for 8 a.m., but I'm gonna text the group chat that everyone's off. Like, oh, okay.
So he likes you.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. What was I saying?
To talk.
To talk. Oh yeah.
So, I was gonna say, okay, because we got distracted.
Oh, we were talking about talk and talk.
But originally I was saying,
Yeah.
do you think the reason why you had problems talking back then was because you were consuming drugs, and it also, like, I don't know, I just feel like...
Well, no, I feel like for me, overall, like, I just never really... My family doesn't talk a lot. Like, we're very stoic, and so I just grew up with, like,
But
not speaking a lot.
Around
And,
the other people, though, you're talkative.
yeah, but so then, after, like, high school, when I started, like, going out on my own and shit, yeah, I would turn to, like, alcohol and drugs to, like, engage better. But then eventually, I got so into that holy moly, what was that?
Gunshot.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounded like an explosion.
No, that was a gunshot.
Like
No,
what?
I'm
A
kidding.
shotgun?
Nah, it was a firework.
Yeah, but yeah, I started doing like drugs to like help me with that. But then eventually, drugs got to the point where it made me weird.
But, like, you know how, like, Zombie and all them remember you and they always say you were cool?
Yeah.
Like, were you talkative? Like, why would they consider you cool if you're not talkative?
Because I'm telling you, I would be the person that would go to you and be like, "Oh, tell me about you. I'm interested in you. You talk. What's up?" You know what I mean?
And then you're like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I'd be like,
And then
yeah, you know.
And then you're like, all right, I'll see you later.
But I rarely would be like, "Oh, let me tell you my story." Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't confident like that, or I was just not. I never really did it. So then when it came times to do it, I would like trip up, like, "Oh, why is this hard for me to do?" Like, you know. And then eventually, like, yeah, and then eventually I just fucking went into drugs, and then drugs started making me feel weird now, because now it got to a point where I felt like I could do drugs and no one would ever know. But now it started becoming to where, like, oh, well, you can tell, like, and shit, you know, like, it's getting to you. And now it's like, oh, fuck, that shit made me, every time I did drugs, made me not want to be around people, because I'm like not being myself, you know? And then even, like, I trip out how long we fucking did Adderall, or for me, you know, I did it consistently. And the shit I would allow, just because it would push me to talk. But it would push me to talk in that moment that I took it.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I would take it because that moment where I took it depleted me of so much energy and shit that the next day I feel like shit. So I take it again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it just keeps going. But then eventually, the more I take it, the more it helps me speaking. Now it fucks me up, because now it makes me talk, but I would be like talking fast, and I would be slurring my words because it makes you dehydrated as fuck. And then it makes you lose sleep. So every time you lose sleep, like, your speech gets fucked up. Like, you're not on point with the way you fucking think, you know?
Yeah.
And so I would talk, and I would be like pausing a lot, trying to fucking find the words. Like, what the fuck am I trying to say? And I can't believe I allowed that shit so long. Like, it would, and I realized, like, fuck, that shit made me break out. You know what I mean? Because it's also drugs. It's just like coke. It's all, I feel like what makes you break out is like being dehydrated, and like going a long period like that. And I feel like, because now I'm like fucking, I feel like I have so much more energy, because I'm telling you, after you take Adderall, like, if you get fucked up one day, if you continue it the whole week, even just a little bit, like, you're depriving yourself. Like, it's like that initial day, you get all this energy, but after that, you're 10 times lower than you were when you initially started. So now, after that, the more you take it, the lower you get, the lower you get, the lower you get. And it's like, by the end of the week, yeah, you made it. But if you're not taking that pill, by the end of the week, you're dead, fool.
You know what's crazy? I just thought about it.
What?
So you mean to tell me all these past podcasts that we've been doing of us thinking that we're having a blast is really just us all hyped up on Adderall, just like, oh, no, no.
Yeah, dude.
Every time we have a guest, they're just like...
That's why we're so, like, I look, that's what I'm telling you. When I look at it, I saw my homie, for example, I saw my homie Fidel speaking, and he would be like, yeah, you know, like every word he said was the same tone. You heard it clearly, and you too. You don't get like you have though. I have seen you get like what up? Like the one with Pretty Papes. You were fucking on it. You're always like,
but I was also drunk.
yeah, but you were like,
Cause that one I was just like having a good time. I was like, dude, this is fucking fun. Like it felt like we're kicking it. Like I feel like
yeah, but no, but in the way you speak, like this is how you speak.
yeah.
When you were speaking there, you were like, huh? Yeah, no, like.
But I think that's just me having fun.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just and the way like you even like process the thought, you know what I mean? Like it comes out, there's a breath, like, oh, okay, it just sounds better. I realize, and just a normal speech, you have a normal speaking voice than I do already, so me being hyped up just makes it worse. Like, it just makes me higher pitched. It makes me fucking say my words even faster than they are now. So then I start fucking slipping up on the words, and then and I saw it there. I was like, "Fuck, dude!" On the one we did for that, I was like, "Why am I like?" I was annoying myself. I was like, "Oh my god, stop talking, fool! Why are you saying that?"
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I was just saying. I was just thinking like I thought you did good, but
no.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good podcast. It was a good podcast for sure. But I just know that that's not me. I guess that's what's tripping. What's been
that
tripping?
tripped you out.
What's been tripping me out lately, and why it makes me more like, oh fuck, I don't want to do drugs anymore, because that one made me realize, even like how you said, like, I wasn't bad. But for example, you're used to me. This fool hasn't seen me in a long time. So him seeing me then, I'm pretty sure he was like, damn, this fool is hopped up. You know what I'm saying? Because I was never like that.
No, yeah.
That's not me. I'm not fucking like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and so, to me, I was like, damn, that's me thinking I'm handling it. But like, nah, fool, I'm worked up. Like, and I can see it. And after that, I was like, dude, I can't fucking, like, I realized, I'm like, dude, even anything that I do a lot eventually doesn't make me. Like, I can drink, that's cool. If I could like take an Adderall, I would be down to take an Adderall, say if we went out to Vegas. You know what I mean? And we're fucking partying. Yeah, let's fucking take an Adderall right there. I don't give a fuck. But I don't want to be like that, like in like a business thing or something like that, you know, or like in a situation where like I want someone to really like get me. You know what I mean? I want to be fucking making sure, because I remember there too. This is another thing that was bothering me. It's not so much how I signed it too, but like I would hear myself and would be talking about certain things, and I'm like, oh fuck, like there's all these moments that happened where I didn't say things that I should have said and I would have said, because when I'm hearing it, I'm like, oh yeah, and I was like, and I didn't say it. I was like, why didn't I say it? And I remember in that moment being there and thinking it and not saying, but I'm so like rushed in my thoughts that I'm thinking so much that I'm not focused on the moment enough to like really interject the way I should have. Like I'm thinking like, and I remember it. That's another thing. So I would see myself, and as I saw it back, I was remembering like, oh, I wanted to say this, and I didn't say it. Why didn't I say it? And then when I thought about it, I was like, oh, I didn't say it because I had so many things that I wanted to say. Like so many things I was waiting for. I was waiting for you to talk, this fool to talk. When should I interject this? I want to talk about this, and I was like, fool, like usually I'd be able to handle it. Like, oh, okay, hey, oh, I want to say, but right there I was so just jarred up that like I couldn't fucking really. Like, there's a lot of things that I didn't say that I wanted to say, and it's because I was fucked up. I was just too like anxiety ridden almost by the Adderall too. You know what I mean? Like just overthinking it, and I was like, "Fuck, I can't have that. I can't have that anymore." And that happens a lot. Like there'll be times, fool, that I'll be like, "Oh, I have to go to the mall and buy this clothes," but I can't because I feel so fucking like I don't want to walk in there and be all like, "What's up?" Like, you know.
Yeah, I know.
That's fucking crazy, huh?
Yeah.
But now I'm fucking sober. And dog. Everything's so easy.
Explain what you've been doing.
What do you mean?
We just did the Wim Hof.
Oh,
breathing.
so I've been doing a lot of meditating every day. And the biggest thing is sleeping. Like, I've just been going to sleep. Like, I've always been a dude who slept a lot, dude. And it wasn't until I started doing Adderall, I'm like, oh, yeah, fool, I've been doing fine. Sleeping just 5 hours a night, you know? And then it's like, nah. And you know what? Another thing, too? Kids who go on Adderall when they're young, the moment that they can get off it, like that they can make a choice to get, like, I don't want to do this. They get off of it. Like, no one who grew up with it likes it. I know 2 people already who were like, yeah, dude, like, when I was young, they would give me Adderall, and I fucking hated that shit. And I was like, because it also makes them fucking crazy. Like, they'll lash out. Like, fool, shit would bother me, and I'd fucking freak out. Like,
Maybe all these school shootings are people on Adderall.
probably. You think? Hey, about that, isn't it weird? This happened before, too. And it's weird because it's like, it's crazy that the news really does choose what it shows you. Like, they just want to work you up. Like, this is what's working them up right now. And it's a trip because when Trump first got in office, you know, remember he reversed all the shit that Obama did? He reversed the pandemic plan that Obama put in place. And then we got into a pandemic. No one ever talks about that.
Wait, what?
Like, Obama had put like a pandemic. He made a group, like a new thing for the White House, which was supposed to be a pandemic group that kept a watch out for pandemics to, like, you know, and kept people like ready for a pandemic. And as soon as Trump got in office, like, he's a fucking crybaby, so he reversed everything for no reason, just because, like, this fool did it, you know. And no one ever talks about that, really. And then he also reversed a lot of gun laws. And so when he did that, when he reversed the gun laws things to, like, make it more easier for people to get, and the news, all of a sudden, they always started to show a mass shooting, like every other week, mass shooting. And then eventually that stopped because COVID. So then there was no mass shooting. But then now, again, there's a mass shooting every week. But when you look in, when I looked it up, just to see, like, how many mass shootings, there's been, like, more mass shootings than there's been days. But back then, they didn't choose to report it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now, after the school one, like, oh, shit, that's the hot topic now. So now report all of them. You know what I mean? Like, the news is just there to work you up.
Yeah. Nah, they just want to put the bad out.
Yeah. They're just going to, like, this is what's going to get people interested right now. You know? Like, there's been mass shootings. Yeah. And it's kind of weird because it's, at the end of the day, I feel like they always go for, like, they always say, like, it always jumps into, like, the gun laws shit. But
I don't think that's going to solve anything.
Well, yeah, because at the end of the day, really,
That's like saying fucking, all right, weed's illegal now. Like, we're going to get it no matter what.
Yeah. For me, I feel like, yeah, there should
Weed's
be,
still illegal in Texas. They still get it.
yeah,
You
like,
know?
yeah, fucking, I feel like guns should have some, like, stricter laws. Like, if you can't buy beer, then you shouldn't be able to buy a gun at 18.
That,
you know what I mean?
That's one. And not only that, but
And then if you have, like, some mental disorder or some shit, like, don't get it
if you're
either.
on fucking any type of medication, all that shit.
Yeah. But to me, that's not even, I feel like that's, like, the main problem solver. I feel like the main problem solver should be, like, for giving kids more attention.
You want to know what I think they should do? This is a little brutal, but okay. So every mass shooter, 9 times out of 10 they kill them, right?
Uh-huh.
Right? Or how many have they actually arrested?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't
You
know.
know?
What do you mean? Well, like, they
So
killed the one who went to shop to school, they killed that fool.
Yeah, but like, have you noticed when they do, like, some people do mass shootings, they just fucking,
Arrest them?
yeah, and then
Yeah.
take him in and like, all right, he just killed 20 people and then we're gonna send him. What they should do is not kill them, but then fucking torture them. Like, I know this is brutal, but like, dude, if you're fucking gonna go on a mass shooting and kill a bunch of people, like, all right, we're gonna teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
They should fucking, like, not fucking rot in jail. Like, dude, The way they handled who's that guy that they fucking arrested and they still gave him Burger King?
I don't know.
Didn't you hear about that?
Yeah. Someone.
That
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He killed a couple people. I don't know where it was. I don't know, but they pretty much gave him like Burger King. Like what?
Yeah.
So, what they should do, and they're not gonna do it, but just imagine if they capture the guy that did it. Say he killed 30 people. Fucking torture him like what's that one movie? I forgot the name, but anyways, just torture them where they're fucking injecting like nails in their fucking. I mean, like literally nails.
Like that's what you'll get if you do it. That
And
shit would help.
Put it inside their fucking nails where it's slow torture. Maybe start cutting each finger off slowly. Don't make them die. Like keep torturing them until they're fucking like almost like just fucking like a torso and a head.
Yeah.
Torture them.
Yeah.
Live stream it. Any other motherfucker wants to do a fucking mass shooting, this is what's gonna happen every time we get your ass.
Yeah.
So you better commit suicide
Yeah.
before we fucking get you.
Yeah.
Cause we're fucking gonna torture you for like a whole year or something.
That makes sense. That
Dude,
that would
everybody
stop
would be like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Did you see what happened to fucking Kyle?
Yeah.
Like Kyle fucking just
I feel like there's two reasons.
and
Probably
stream it just like the fucking judge case.
Yeah, I'm
Like
I'm,
with
wonder, I'm
fucking
wondering
Johnny Depp.
why they don't do shit like that. And I'm guessing.
Well, in other countries, they fucking if you like rape a girl,
yeah, they fuck you up, dude.
The whole town
Yeah.
fucks you up until you die, bro.
Yeah.
Until you fucking die.
Yeah.
Like, oh, child molesters can just fucking, all right, that's it. I did it. I already did it. 30 people, arrest me.
Yeah.
I'll be out in a fucking 3 years, 5 years.
And all the time, nothing really happens.
Nothing,
like,
bro.
Jail's
That
just
whole-
like jail's just you waiting.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, of course, some inmates, but they protect them because inmates are trying to kill them.
Yeah.
So they know they're protected.
Yeah.
But it's two things. One, they need that's mental health because 9 times out of 10, the people that are molesting people got molested, so that's why they have that trauma. But
Yeah.
it's what I was gonna bring up is that case with Cain Velasquez. Did you hear about that? MMA fighter, fucking. Did you hear about that?
No.
Well, pretty much, this guy, it was like a daycare, and I guess he molested. I can't remember if it was his daughter or son,
What?
but he did it to the whole daycare. It wasn't just one like accusation.
What?
It was like 20 kids or something. So like I can understand if it was one, like hey, double check because sometimes they're falsified,
Yeah.
you know. But this was 20 people.
Yeah.
And so he went and found out, and he fucking went and like shot at the car
Yeah.
because I think it was like a drive-by in a sense,
Yeah.
but he hit the dad. He didn't hit the other guy.
Oh.
But they both lived, but he's
Yeah.
in jail for attempted murder. He's gonna be in jail for like 10 years or something.
Fuck.
He has a clean record, everything, but like what he cannot. So you're telling me if your kid gets molested, you find out who it is, you can't do shit.
Yeah.
Your kid's traumatized for life now.
Yeah.
Like they're not the same. You know how we are just talking about earlier, like certain people, they have certain attitudes and traumatized.
Yeah.
That's because someone did that to them.
No, yeah, exactly.
So if you're fucking up a whole livelihood or something, why does that person get to have an easy like slap on the wrist?
yeah.
Why is there nothing happen to him where he like he now everybody knows, but still he still gets to walk out freely.
Yeah.
All he has to do is go to like fucking another state. They're not gonna know who he is.
True.
9 times out of 10, dude. You know how many child molesters we see and we don't know who they are?
Yeah, man. Amanda watches this show where
To Catch a Predator.
something like that, but it's like normal fools.
YouTube?
But they have a YouTube channel of just
I just
that.
heard about that.
Yeah, so they lure people in, and then once they come in, they're taping it and everything. They're like, "Why'd you come and see a kid?" And they're like, "What the hell?" And they talk to them. They try to like understand, and then a lot of the time they're like, "Go turn yourself in, right now. Go turn yourself in." And then like they wait for them to go turn themselves in. If they don't go turn themselves in, they'll call the cops. Or a lot of times they'll cause a scene, like this guy's here to meet a fucking child. He met a child online. He was come here to have sex with them. He brought drugs and like all this shit. Fool. I'm like, damn. And it's true. Just like you say, like a lot of those fools are like fools you wouldn't expect. Like this fool works at a fucking school. This fool works there. But low key, a lot of those fools are kind of weird look. You know, it's always some weird ass. Like it makes me feel weird because I'm like,
You feel
because I meet a lot of people that are like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, now I kind of feel like, oh yeah, you're probably a child molester. If they're like a little weird guy, like, you know what I
a
mean?
little off.
A little off, you know, or they look kind of weird, or like they just look act kind of weird, you know what I mean? And it's just like, so I can't tell, I can't watch this shit, dude, because it just gonna makes me feel like everyone is like that, because it's just so normal, and it's so many, like
There's a lot.
like there's like 300 videos on just San Diego alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine the fucking world. But it just sucks because you can't hold everybody accountable because there is some that are falsified.
So that's what I was
And-
gonna say when you were talking about the torture thing,
Mm-hmm.
because like, one, a lot of the time it could be like false or like a wrong conviction. You know, there's a lot of people who go to jail for that.
But
So imagine they.
For a mass shooting, they get wrong
Well, no, not for that. But I'm saying just in general. Why?
Because
they
I was
don't-
saying torture for fucking
Yeah, well,
mass shooters.
I feel like in general, why they don't have this in the system. Like why they don't allow, like, even like why death penalty is such a big deal.
Well-
It's like these moral things, because also, like, people who do things like that, they don't do things like that for no reason. Like, they did that because they grew up fucked up. So it's kind of a sense like, dude, this can be anybody. Like,
yeah.
and it can happen to anyone, any moment. It's like,
But
so-
what I guess if you see someone, okay, like in another country.
but I'm just saying, I'm guessing that's why we don't have that in the system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I was just going to say, it's the same thing about the torture thing with the mass shooter.
Yeah.
Like, if you see someone get fucking brutally fucked up,
yeah.
like,
Wait,
for something,
would
you would think twice because you're like,
Well, just imagine this.
damn.
Like, imagine this. Like, I was reading up on the guy who shot the school up.
Yeah.
By the way it sounds, is that his whole life he had it bad.
Wait, which one?
The-
Texas?
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so imagine like he had it all bad growing up, and then on top of that,
What happened? Give me the
like
background.
like they said like he had a lisp and a stutter, and his whole life he was made fun of it for it. And like in middle school, he'll always get in fist fights for it, and he just like from there, it just slowly started. A lot of his friends
didn't
were.
it start with him killing his fucking grandma and then going on a high speed chase and then he went to a school?
No high speed chase. He just fucking went to the school, I think.
Well, because I seen like he got like went out-
He hit a ditch, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and
because he didn't have a license or nothing.
so he was just driving to the school.
He was
to
just
go
driving.
shoot.
Yeah.
So he killed the grandma and then he's like, you know what? I'm going to.
Well,
the
I think
fucking school where
the
it
grandma
started.
found out what she was trying to do,
Oh.
and then he shot her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. Makes it way more dark.
Yeah. So, but from the looks of it, it's just like it seems like his whole, and a lot of people who were his friends were saying it was just like they just saw it progress. So like it just got worse and worse. Like
What got worse?
his
Depression.
his mentality, like he was like a normal kid, like, and then in middle school, like he started getting bullied hardcore for his lisp and his stutter, and then eventually they say he would get in a lot of fist fights, and then after that, like he started having like trouble at home, and little by little his friends were like, yeah, and then eventually he started hurting animals,
Oh shit.
and then he started fucking like he didn't have a lot of friends, and so then a lot of people, when they would befriend him, they would like, he'll say something that would kind of like go too far. They said, like he'll say, like, he lost a friend once because he was like, oh yeah, I probably might join the Marines because then I can kill people, and then after that he was like, oh, what the fuck, like, okay, you know. So eventually, like, so in order to torture them, it's like, damn, now he's gonna get, like, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like just, damn, like he just got dealt a bad card, and now because of the bad card that was dealt, he fucking did a fucking horrible thing, and now he's gonna suffer more for the rest of his life, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Torture him.
Yeah. So I just feel like that's why we don't have it. I'm saying.
And I get that.
Yeah.
Life's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Life is fucking hard. Like I can be someone else right now if I played the game the way I should have played.
Yeah.
The way that cops and people like looked at me, I could have played that game, but I didn't.
Yeah,
I
but
get-
but
I-
there's a reason why you didn't.
But I'm just saying I get
Sometimes people, I realize a lot of people, everybody needs guidance. If you don't
Yeah.
get the guidance, if people never teach you these things, then you go on building this bad fucking way of thinking.
But
And
see,
luckily,
but
you
that-
and I, like, we would never kill people because we have pretty, like, loving parents, you know,
But
like that showed us
what
care.
I'm trying to say is like, I get that he had a bad time. It sucks. But if you go out and kill people like that, like at that point, fool, just kill yourself.
Dude, you just told me that you see some guy on Instagram and you want to beat him, punch him to a bloody pulp till he dies.
Yeah, and I'm not though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's people who think like that, but they don't have whatever makes you not do
but
it.
like what I'm trying to say is like, look, that's me bullshitting and saying it. Like, it's like a quick expression. Like, I don't know how you are, but like, it could also be the way I was like raised. When I grew, and I talked about this with the homie Nativo on Pay the Cost. We grew up different, where if we cannot talk, we're gonna fist fight. He says he has that problem. He has to see like I forgot. He said, I don't know. I think he said like it's a form of shaman, but he said he sometimes when he gets mad, he turns into like a caveman where he can't even speak. He's just so mad and wants to like break and destroy that he doesn't. But that's how you're raised, where you're like, when we used to get in that angry, like it's like I'm gonna break shit. Dude, my old room had holes all over the wall because I would just break, like hit and be mad. I didn't know how to express it. So sometimes when I see someone cut me off, I'm like, dude, I just want to fucking choke him to death and watch him die. Look him in the eyes and just watch him die. That's just quick split fucking imagination.
But what if there's someone who has that all the time?
But see, that's what I'm trying to say. So imagine me, because I understand school shooters. As weird, as bad as it sounds, I understand wanting to like kill people, but like it just sucks. You're killing people that are innocent. Like, I feel like everybody has that devil on their shoulder where they're like, dude, I wish I could just shoot all these motherfuckers that fucking piss me off.
Like, for example, you feel that, but you don't do it because you think of the consequence. You're like, oh, I don't want to go to jail.
But that's what I'm trying. I was trying to lead up to that with the
this
torture
fool
thing.
Doesn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
This fool's like, kill me. I don't give a fuck right now. I'm done. Like,
but see, that's why like
I'm gonna unleash pain like it was unleashed to me. The way he sees it.
Yeah.
He sees it that way. Even if it's not that way, he sees it that way.
And that's why like you have to have like a. How old was he? 18.
18.
So there's more to life. Anybody that's fucking young and going through some crazy shit, and you're not dead yet, like maybe it's really traumatic and it sucks, dude. Like everything that happens to everybody, like they don't deserve it. But at the same time, if you need help, if you have those, like if my thoughts were constantly going, like it goes back to when I had my gun and I sold it because I kept looking at it. I was like, I just want to blow my. Every morning I would wake up and look at my gun. I was like, I want to blow my brains out. I had to get rid of it. Like, act upon what your thought process is. And I know some people can't do that, but that's when you go reach to someone, be like, hey, I need help. Like, I'm fucking.
He doesn't have anyone either.
But I'm just saying, I get it. You can say that, but how does a drug addict not become a drug addict anymore? There's AA and all that. Yes, a lot of times they don't get that straight up help, but if there's a mental health crisis and people are aware of that and there's hotlines and all that, just try it all out. What do you got to lose? And you know what?
He probably didn't even think he was a problem. He just thought.
I know, but
he probably just thinks this world sucks.
But his friends could have said some things, because I mean, when you see a homie, like it goes back to how I was raised and the difference between you and your homies and my homies. Something's wrong with you. I'm gonna check up on you and talk.
This one didn't have homies.
But you just said that the friends that knew him.
They weren't friends with him long enough.
But that's what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to say is like, dude, that fool's off. Like, hey, like tell the teacher or something. Like, I don't know, say some shit. Like, speak up. How are you gonna get on with life?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, that's why I'm not like. What I think they should do is, at a young age, there should be better. Like, we should really put more money into schools. And
Dude,
shit
that's
like
never
that.
gonna happen.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they're not gonna torture people either, you know. But what they should do is that, because that's the answer. You need to give kids attention, and you need to fucking start really like having more people work in these areas where they can like give these people attention, because that's all they need. For like attention goes a long way, dude. Like how you said, no one said anything about this kid like shit happening because we don't give them attention like that. Like, attention's not given out. Like, and more as time goes on, our schools are getting less funded. There's fucking more crowded classes with one teacher. You know what I mean? Like, it should be really more focus on kids growing up and like building them to be like, hey, fool, everything's cool, everything's all right.
Everybody, like, I remember the school I went to, Aptos, but freshman year, I remember it being where the seniors would throw eggs at the freshmen, because all the freshmen huddled up in one spot.
Yeah.
It was common. But them throwing eggs at them, I know it's a tradition, but someone can take that. Like, what if exactly what you said? That kid has the shit end of the stick, and
Yeah, he would see it like that.
And then he gets hit by an egg, and everybody laughing. You got hit for like 2 weeks straight, and then he comes in and shoots everybody.
Yeah, shit like that happens.
But what I'm trying to say is, like,
especially with younger fools, because they take it more serious.
Yeah,
they don't know yet. You know what I mean? Like, how fucking devastating was shit back then. That
Yeah,
like now you see it and you're like, what the hell, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I just feel like everyone needs better guidance, and we're just like, nah, who gives a fuck? Like, I mean, at least the government is like, fool, that's where it all starts. Like, if there was more programs, like all programs to put kids in were cheaper, and there's more people like really working towards like giving kids confidence, making sure they develop skills to like befriend people, making sure we give them a tolerance to like, hey, you know, everyone's different. Like I'm sure this fool stuttering lisp really fucked him up. Like, people were just always making fun of him, and then eventually he's that kid, like you said, that gets hit once and then he like can't take it. Like, you know what I mean?
You know what's crazy? At work, there's a kid that was like that, and I remember, like, I don't know if he was picked on his whole life, but I remember at work someone made a comment and he got fucking so mad.
Yeah.
And like he was just like I don't know, he seemed off too.
Yeah.
And later on we found out like he fucking killed himself.
Did he really?
Yeah. And I mean, RIP to him, but like, you know,
goes to show. I'm telling you, it's
just one of those things where it sucks, dude. Like,
all they need is like a little more attention, a little more like guidance.
Yeah, but like once you're at that level, how should I say this? You're not a kid anymore. So like once you're at that level, no one gives a fuck. You're 18.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're kind of on your own. Honestly, I'm not like I don't know why I just have this thought, but like if I was that guy, like, or like just a person that's just going through shit, like I would rather be a heroin addict just so I could just fucking live the rest of my life just fucking shooting up and
feeling good. Well, see, because
that's probably where fucking some addicts come from.
That's how I am.
You know?
I'm the type of person who's like, I don't want to hurt nobody. Like, if this world sucks, I don't want to hurt you, and I'm not mad. I'm just gonna get fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's my thing.
It amazes me how a lot of people don't realize how long one action can like last. So that guy killed what? How many people? Like 15, 14?
And so then, like
18?
19.
So that's
21.
So 21, right? 21. Yeah. That's 21 different families that know other people that
are affected by it.
So all of that whole area got affected.
Well, that's what he wanted.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just so crazy that we live in a world where no one has like. I know if I hit you, like smack you in the face, I might laugh.
Yeah.
But you're gonna look at me like, dude, what
fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it would be funny in the moment, but then after a while, like why the fuck? Why did I do that?
Yeah.
Like I'll feel bad.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people don't like when you're in line and like it goes back to driving. When someone cuts you off, like you know how annoying you are right now, bro. Like you're just driving.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're not gonna get there fast. Like, yeah, you're gonna save 5 minutes, bro. You know what's even more funny?
But you might hit someone and it might fucking.
And that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Have I told you that story?
No.
We're fucking we're going on to the ramp. I'm going slow because I already know we're gonna see traffic.
Yeah.
Every time I get off of work, this is when I was living up north.
Yeah.
Every time I get on this ramp, there's always traffic right here.
Yeah.
So I'm just going slow as fuck because I already know. But this guy's just on my ass. Ran. And then he's just like, there's an opening where you can merge in, but you know how it's the thick line?
Oh, yeah. You can't go across it.
He crossed it.
Yeah.
And then he's like mad dogging me like, you like he gave me this look like, you fucking slow bitch. You're in my way. I'm in a hurry.
Yeah.
Then I'm like looking at him like I looked at him like that, like, really, dude? And then fucking as I look up, I was like, and then he looks back and he crashed.
Oh yeah.
Dude, yeah. Just because he's so like
Yeah.
not
Hey, and what I tell you before the podcast, I'm like, to me, I
What?
never fucking when someone does me wrong, I don't get worked up to like, oh, I'm gonna get back at you. I want I don't do that because I know eventually
that
it's
karma.
it's not even karma. It's just that like, if they did me wrong, like whatever they did to me wrong, it's like, oh, you lied to me or you cheated me or you did. If you're okay doing that to me, that means you do that all the time. So eventually,
It's gonna catch up.
it's gonna catch up to you,
Yeah.
and it always has. For people who've done me wrong, and I still know whatever, I always see that shit catch up to them. For and I've gotten so many victories like that. It's not even funny, dude. Like I can't get worked up. If you do something to me that's fucked up,
Yeah.
the thing that made you okay to do that is gonna fuck you up in the future.
We're at 43 minutes.
I'm done. I'm cool for this. I thought I was like, oh shit, we're going pretty long, but you're all passionate and shit.
I was passionate.
Yeah.
You weren't.
I was too.
Okay.
It was a passionate podcast.
Don't make this about me.
Ahora todos sí.